counting me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my round. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday, bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are going to to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And it's now a 7-0 game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. HTOWN Robinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to throw. Peck. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's forced out left. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
No, Jack, Patriot! Gun! Detroit! Gun!
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Peck. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd down. That's Cohen, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Peck throws right side, and that's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Peck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Peck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Off the play fake. Peck. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are in for 6. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Peck going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Gun. Detroit.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. But that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off-play action. Peck. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the carry is Cook. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Again, it's Cook. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Detroit!
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.
Right,
Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, Peck. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Peck. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Try and get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Now Cohen. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake. Peck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carr. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10. Peck. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Peck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Gone!
This is Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
This is Cohen on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down. Peck. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56!
They go play action here on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Again, it's Cohen. Stays on his feet, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Silva. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. He'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Oh, wow, I thought you could go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Hot!
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.